So now we're going to take the shifter rods out. The first thing you need to do is go inside the car and undo the gear knob. Then undo this bolt here for the first selector rod, and that's a 12mm bolt. Just undo that, pop it through, and then that comes down. And then again, you get your 12mm up in here. We're going to replace this bush, and we're going to replace both the shifter rods with the Hasport shortened items for the B18. That's one bolt out. That's two. It comes out with that shell, which you're going to need for later. And this whole thing comes out. There we go. And just remove the whole thing, and we're going to use a shortened shifter as well. This is the OEM Honda item. I'm going to talk you through the Hasport B series shifter kit, and it's the part number is Hasport EFBLINK. There. So I'm looking. Yeah, EFBLINK. The differences between them, you can see here's the standard D16 ones. It's a slightly different shape, as you can see there. So that's slightly different. And then here, this is the one which has the actual gear shift. This is longer, and that's what you need for the V18 engine. We've also got some bushes to go on here, so we've got one behind you there, if you grab that. So this is going to go in here, I'll stick that on there. I've got a new shortened gear shifter, so it's shortened throw. I'm going to put all this together and then put it on the car so we can have the shifting for the V18 and the S4C. So just putting this rear bush on, it comes with the lubrication, put some on there as well, and that just slips in as so. Get it on like that, probably rub some of this stuff off because you don't need it now, whatever. So that's good. And you see here, this is the old one. So what we need to do is grab this, because we don't have another one, off there, chuck that on here, like so. So what we need to do is we need to take off these 10mm bolts, there's two there, and that relieves this. So 10mm bolt there, 12mm span to stop that thing turning. Taking the two 10mm out of there, that relieves this, like so. Then we need to take this off, so we can just pop it off like that, and then just take this out. Be careful not to put it too much and split the gaiter. So you can see there's the OEM one, and here's the new one. The length between the ball and the point where it operates over is longer, which means a shorter movement of this is a longer throw. So that's why we're swapping to the new one. So you can just, this already has a lot of lubrication inside it, so we can just go ahead and slide that on. And there we go, that sits in there like that. Then we can just go here, slide that in there, like so, and the lever will need to be back, that's that way round. Then we have this piece, this goes in here, like that, sorry, it goes like that. And then we can grab those little nuts. So we just chuck this on here, and then if you look at that, we can chuck the nut over there. That's the washer. This is the nut. It just all goes back on as the original came off. The other one, it's just on the back here. The washer. and the nut. Now the top one. So this is the finished shifter. So we've got this on the back like that. That wants to be facing down. We have the shortened gear shifter. That's facing the back. And then we have this, which is the bush. And then the conical side is facing the passenger side of the vehicle, so the left side of the vehicle you sit in. So this side goes in. That's there.
It's going in that way.
We got this in by using some of the grease and starting it off from this side, pushing these bits in that side, and then just forcing the whole thing in. And then I'm just gonna put some grease. Can I have some more? You can see the grease. That's what I'm using. Came with the kit. A bit more, please. More. Right, just pushing that around here. Okay, and that's the finished thing. So now we might want to put some grease on the top here as well. Could probably put some in here. Purely just to lubricate the situation. Why not? Oh, very nice. Got other grease there. Yeah, this is doing a nice job here. That. So just putting all this in here just to make it nice and easily movable. And just make sure there's a bit on here as well. Get rid of that. And then make sure that's nicely on there. That should be able to freely move. And that's nice and there like that. Then, when we're happy, you can go underneath the car. We've got some bolts that came with the kit. So I'm going to use these. They're pretty much looks the same as that. Happens to be a nylock. So I'll use these underneath the car. So we can come along like this. Put that on there, like so. Then we use the conical bit here.
Which conical?
There, like that. Yeah. That's just going in here. So here we've still got the gator in there. So we can just... Can you see that? So you need to make sure that the shifter's towards the back. Okay? And then just feed this through this hole. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you get this, which is the two 12mm in it. Shove that in there like that. Okay, and then you can use these two 12mm to hold the whole thing to the bottom of the car. That one's started. And that's like that. So you got the 12mm? Okay, and then we'll just tighten these up with the 12mm ratchet, and then tighten this up with a 12mm spanner, then we'll be ready for the next one. Just tried fitting this and it was catching, and if you see down there, there's a bit of swarf which is stopping. See that? Should be there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just come in here and just snap that swarf off. You can just snap the swarf off, and then should be able to hopefully get in there. Ready?
Yeah, you're filming.
So this is the difference between the D16 standard 88 to 91 Civic CRX shifter rod for the D series, and this is the one for the B series. You can see it's slightly longer, but it's a similar configuration. The next thing we need to do is basically attach this at the back to the shift lever, and then put this punch into here, and then put the clip around it. Might just be worth getting a touch of this grease, and then just putting it in here, just so it slips over with ease when I go to push it in. And I'm going to go underneath the car with this. So okay, I've got the shifter rod. It goes this way round, so this bit's at the bottom here, can you see that?
Yeah.
Then I pull this rod out, so then I need to put this in here.
Put your head on that.
There we go.
Is that home?
Yeah, that's home.
Put your head on the
So then you can put both of them in together. So now that's in there. Okay, so that's that. I haven't put the pin in yet, but I've just got that in rested. And then we can get the little nut and bolt set. Got in here. I've got the Allen bolt going through this way. I've got Allen bolt, then a washer on the inside, then the shifter, then another washer on the inside, then I've got this other washer, and then I've got the 30mm nut. Then I've got a 6mm Allen key, which is in here, and the ratchet, which is 13mm. I'm just going to do that up. It'll probably just compress a bit, but I'm thinking it's going to be the best way. You don't want to go nuts with this because you want it to be able to move still. So I'll just unbolt that slightly. Right, okay. And then, so that should be, you want it so it's just snug, so you don't have this sideways movement. It's okay. And then we can do this job. We've got the punch. So here I've got the punch, I've got the actual pin. And then you need to make sure these are lined up. Good way of doing this is actually using the punch in there. Get that whole thing squared up. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And then you just place that in there. Give me the hammer. Okay. When you're most of the way in, give it a couple of bolts with it. And you just want to be flush, see a bit more. Okay, that's okay. Then you have this little thing here, little clip. You just chuck that in, that way around, doesn't really matter. You see it's got a little dent in there, and that just goes on here. I guess it's safety precautions. You see the dent? Just line that up there. So here's the thing. I've got this on there, so the dent goes on top of the drifter thing. The pin, you just pull this over here like so. So the old gator split, but I've got the one from the D16 engine, and it seems a bit bigger and better, so that was only that long and it needs to be this long, so if you just use the D16 one you already got, make sure you got the drain hole at the bottom, you're good as gold.